ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football. Right at the 20-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow, check 56.
No game on this defense, no game.
Check 31, check.
Hey, color.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
Check 4-bit. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
43, 15.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Mahomes now on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, the tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
55 to Mike. Stop your whining.
On the ground, Geis. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
First down, Redskins.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's get it. Hayward, check the outlaw. Let him know.
49, check 49, check 49.
Haskins back to the air. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He got 29 yards that time. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's third and goal.
Third down and goal from the 4-yard line.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Undercrunch. Out.
On third and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Geis with the carry on second down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 25, check 25, check 25.
On first down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Haskins will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Yellow. Let's go, baby.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second and 11 now. Mahomes got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow. 56. Check 56. Right here, right here. Hey, go. Check 24. Check 24.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go with Geis. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Darius Geis denied. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and set.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The 27-yard line.
Here we go. It's Pittsburgh. Tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Check nickel.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
That's up. Shit. Kill. Shit.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again, looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 44-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Oh, it stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Geis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 10 now. Haskins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Watch twist.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Big series right here.
This is Geis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Geis, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We're back now in KC. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll turn to Thompson. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas. Darwin Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Love. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check, check. Press down, press down, press down. Shoot, shoot. 22, check, over. Check, 22. Check, you're over. You're not ready. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Now Haskins, third and long. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 27, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, this is Geis looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3 bucks, 15. Mike 56. Mike.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes, he'll rifle this one deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
6 yards. It's second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
53's the Mike. 53.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Coming to you, coming to you. 53's a mark, 53, check 53. Check 99.
Here we go with Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
53's the mic. 53. You can't hang.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Charlie, check 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Yellow. There's a wall there, right?
Check.
15. Attack. Hey, Sunday.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Open man is Uzama. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yellow.
Squeeze, double.
Now a run with Geis, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Redskins
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. First throw of overtime for Haskins. And that is incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job. Got to stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Taking a deep shot here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you.